moonlight pools on damp moss. A heavy, round shadow stirs, a steady beak, the soft scrape of claws through leaf litter. The kakapo moves close to the ground, deliberate and oddly intimate, an island parrot that walks the night and asks you, without hurry, to slow down with it. Listen, the breath of the forest, a distant drip, the rustle where a bird tests a fallen cone with its beak. This is not a rush of wings. It is the hush of soft steps and patient searching. The name itself holds place and story. Kakapo, spoken in Te Reo Maori as both a description and a memory of the land it belongs to. It lives low among rimu and other native trees, where leaves gather and scent becomes a map.
Imagine kneeling at the forest edge. The air is cool, full of the sweet, resinous scent of rimu fruit. In that hush, a kakapo's broad beak tests the ground, seeking fallen fruit, seeds, and the odd invertebrate that the forest offers. It moves with weight and attention, strong legs, a low center of gravity, a body shaped for walking rather than flight.
Life begins close to the earth. Eggs are tucked into shallow scrapes beneath ferns or inside root hollows, sheltered by green roofs that blur the nest into the forest floor. Mothers sit with patient warmth, shifting through the cool nights, listening for the small first sounds of a chick's world. When a chick arrives, it is tiny and utterly dependent. Soft down, bright black eyes, a body that trusts two careful parents for food and protection. Feeding is slow and close, regurgitated pulp and small bites carried with exacting care. These early days are about touch, rhythm, and the slow work of growing.
Growing up on the forest floor has its quiet threats. Introduced predators, rats, stoats, cats, changed the kakapo's fortunes more than any natural rival. Yet I want to frame this without alarm. These pressures revealed a species that adapts in small ways, and they revealed people who would choose to act differently. Resilience here is patient, built of nights when parents find enough food and seasons when trees reward them with abundance.
Watch an adult at foraging. It uses its beak like a hand, probing fallen logs, peeling back decomposing wood, tearing into fruit. Its nostrils are keen, scent and memory guided, where eyesight gives little at night. Diet varies with the island seasons. Rimu fruit, seeds, leaves, sometimes fungus. Every taste is a piece of the island story.
And then the forest holds a different sound, a low, rolling boom. In years when food resources swell, males gather their patience and climb to exposed hollows or tussocks. They make bowl-like arenas and emit deep, resonant booms that carry across valleys, almost like distant thunder tuned to a bird's frequency. The sound arrives slowly. It asks the night to listen.
Breeding is episodic, tied to the heavy fruiting cycles of trees like rimu. In boom years, the world ripens and the kakapo responds. In lean years, the forest shuts its pantry and the birds wait. This rhythm teaches patience, the kind that watches seasons rather than calendars.
Listen closely to this small ceremony. A male booms. A female pauses and moves through leaves. An inspection follows. A slow decision about whether a family will begin. There is no frenetic display, only careful choice. It feels like a poem in slow motion. We check nests at first light. We weigh chicks,
Close small entrances to keep predators out, then step back. It's small acts repeated. Nothing dramatic, just steady care.
Hearing that, those small, repeated acts feels like hope doing its quiet work. Today, many Kakapo live on predator-free islands, such as Wenuahu, also known as Codfish Island, and on sanctuaries supported by the Kakapo Recovery Program. These are real, named efforts, birds moved by hand, nests monitored, and each boom recorded and studied.
That human partnership is careful. It listens more than it commands. Keepers learn the bird's rhythms, try interventions only when necessary, and measure success in seasons of chicks fledged and individuals thriving. Stewardship here is humility in action, an acceptance that our role is to protect and restore, not to replace. If you picture a single moment that captures this work, picture a keeper kneeling in nettled light to close a tiny flap on a nest entrance, voice low, hands careful. The camera lingers on a chick's closed eyes. The act is small. Its consequence can be enormous. In that moment, we see nature's quiet wisdom.
What the Kakapo teaches us is simple and practical. First, patience. Some lives follow long arcs and cannot be hurried. Second, resilience often looks like routine, the same small choices, again and again. Third, people can be guardians when they bring humility and listening to the task. These lessons apply beyond one island. They shape how we act in forests, coasts, and backyards.
Before we go, one small story. Once during a boom year, a male's call brought a female from across a valley. They met in the hush, inspected one another, and months later a chick tumbled from its shell into a guarded hollow. It was not a headline moment, just a slow domestic miracle recorded in a field notebook and a radio ping. Those quiet entries are the threads that build recovery.
If this hour has given you a pocket of stillness, consider a gentle action. Learn about the Kakapo Recovery Program. Support predator-free sanctuaries like Wenuahu through reputable conservation partners, or share this episode with someone who values patient wonders. Small gestures, repeated, become shelter.
And there, for now, we leave the Kakapo, in its own corner of the living world. Through moonlit foraging, deliberate courtships, and the steady work of guardianship, this bird continues its quiet labor of being. If this story brought you calm or a new sense of appreciation, please subscribe to Avian Tranquility so we can keep listening together. Like and share this episode with a friend who needs a peaceful escape. And if you can, support trusted Kakapo conservation efforts. Thank you for joining me. In the stillness, we find understanding. Until next time, may the soft steps of nature stay with you.